Alright, so dear students of 8th standard, there is a 15.2 in the area chapter, okay, and in that area chapter 15.2 is all about the rhombus, okay, and there are last two numericals which are a little difficult from students point of view, so we are going to discuss those two numericals particularly. But before moving that, let's try to understand the basic properties of rhombus. Okay, now since I'm okay, so you can just assume this as a rhombus, and I will name this rhombus as, let's say, A, B, C, D. So as I told you, the parallelogram resembles to rectangle and the rhombus resembles to square. Okay, all four sides are equal. Okay, now then we are having two diagonals. We are having this diagonal AC, and we are having another diagonal, that is BD. Okay, and what is the property over here? The diagonals are, this is the very important property, diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Now what do you mean by perpendicular bisectors? Just let me tell you. Perpendicular bisectors of each other. Each other का मतलब क्या है कि the AC will bisect the BD, AC will bisect the BD and BD will bisect the AC, but at 90 degree. At 90 degree, because of which you can see the four angles over here. I will name this intersection point as O, and you can see the four angles AOB, AOD, DOC and BOC, correct? So these all four angles will be equal to 90 degree. So in short, you can observe the four triangles also. So all these four triangles will become right angle triangles because of this particular property, and as well as you can see the OD. Okay, OD and OB will be equal, correct, because AC will bisect the BD, and you can see here OA. So this OA and this OC will be also equal. Okay, so we have discussed the property. Let's go to that numerical. Alright, now let's see what they have given you. I'm reading the question number 3. You can keep your textbook with yourself. If the perimeter of rhombus is 100 centimeter, guys, as we all know, what do you mean by perimeter? Perimeter is nothing but the sum of all sides. It is the sum of all sides, correct? So in short, there is a formula. You can make your own formula. Perimeter of rhombus, okay, perimeter of rhombus is equals to 4L. Okay, it is equal to 4L, and if the perimeter is given you 100, you can find the length of side, right? This L is nothing but the length of side. AB, BC, DC and AD, सबका length same ही रहेगा. Now this 4 in multiplication, now this has become your equation in one variable, right? The 4 will go in the form of division over there, and as you know, after dividing you will get 25. So you are getting the length of side as 25. So here every side will have the length of 25, correct? So this is the one thing. Now this is the one part of the sum. Now in second part, they have given you the length of one diagonal. Length of one diagonal. Now guys, in rhombus you can see there will be a major diagonal and there will be a minor diagonal. एक diagonal कोई तो बड़ा रहेगा, एक कोई तो diagonal बड़ा रहेगा और एक छोटा रहेगा. So what I'm assuming let's length of AC. मुझे पता नहीं है कि ये जो 48 सेंटीमीटर है ये AC का लेंथ दिया है या BD का, ठीक है, ये मुझे पता नहीं है. So currently I will assume that कि AC को we will take as 48 centimeter. Okay, alright, and as we know, as per the property, the diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So this BD will bisect the AC. It means the BD will make two equal parts of AC, and because of which your AO will become, you can make the half of this 48, 2 2s and 2 4s, correct? So this AO and OC will become 24 and 24, right? So to write the statement, I'm writing the statement for you. This is not the इसमें सब स्टेटमेंट्स नहीं रहेंगे, थोड़ा सा मैं मतलब कंसेप्चुअली बता रहा हूँ तुम लोग को, ठीक है? बाकी तुम लोग स्टेटमेंट्स वगैरह के लिए अपने क्लासेस के नोट्स रेफर कर सकते हो. सो हियर यू कैन सी द लेंथ ऑफ AO is equals to length of OC is equals to length of AC upon 2 is equals to 48 upon 2 is equals to 24 सेंटीमीटर. या तो आप हॉरिजॉन्टली लिखो या तो आप इसी चीज़ को नीचे वर्टिकली कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो. डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू मेंशन द रीजन दैट डायगोनल्स आर परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर्स ऑफ ईच अदर. करेक्ट है, ये अपने को रीजन लिखना पड़ेगा. So now after these two steps, what we are having with us, let's see what we are having with us. This is our rhombus, correct? These are the diagonals, okay? And let's see what we are having here. I'm naming this A, B, C, D. We are having one length, means the all lengths actually 25 25 25 and 25. We are having one diagonal with us and uske equal parts, that is 24 and 24, correct? Now what is the question? The question is, what is the area of quadrilateral? So as you all know, the area of rhombus, what is the formula of area of rhombus? 1 by 2 into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. Product of diagonals matlab multiplication of diagonals. So out of two diagonals, you know the one diagonal, you don't know the another diagonal, okay? But you can see now this is what we have, and as I told you, these diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. That's why you are having four right angle triangles over here. So I will consider this upper right angle triangle, okay, in this way. A O B, out of which you know the AO, you know the AB. So in a right angle triangle, when you know the two sides and the third side is unknown, you will simply use Pythagoras theorem to find the unknown side, right? And you guys tell me, once you will get the OB, you will once get the OB, right, you will simply double it, because jitna OB rahega utna DO rahega. And what is this OB? OB is the half part of BD. तो OB मिलने के बाद उसको डबल करो तो you will get your second diagonal, that is BD. Okay, so let's do this thing whatever we have discussed. चलो यहाँ पे लेंगे हम लोग इन ट्रायंगल AOB, द ट्रायंगल इज राइट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, ठीक है? यहाँ पे लेंगे हम लोग सेगमेंट और डायगोनल AC परपेंडिकुलर टू सेगमेंट BD, and because of which the major angle AOB is equals to 90 degree. And because of all this thing, now once because this one angle is become 90 degree, we can apply the Pythagoras theorem in that triangle. So by Pythagoras theorem, now you can easily tell me by looking over here, 90 degree के सामने जो side होता है, that is the hypotenuse. So what you will write, AB square hypotenuse square is equals to AO square plus OB square, right? Now what is your AB? It is 25. What is your AO? It is 24, and the OB is yet to find. So this 25 का square is 625, 24 का square is 576, right? The 576 will go over there, and let's do the subtraction and let's see the what answer you are getting. 15 minus 6 9, and here 12 minus 8 4, so getting 49 basically here. and then you know you will take the square root on both side, square root on both side. What answer you will get for the OB? For OB you will get the 7 centimeter, right? But as you know guys, diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other, so the OB is nothing but the half part of BD, correct? So I will write here length of BD is equals to 2 times the length of, sorry, the length of OB. So now there is a multiplication, right? 2 into 7, you are getting the answer as 14 centimeters. So this is your another diagonal, okay? And now you are free to apply the formula, that is area of rhombus. Area of rhombus, that is equals to half into d1 into d2. Let's assume you are considering the d1 as the AC and d2 as the BD. You will simply put the values. AC you are already having with you, 48, and the BD will be 14, right? Then 2 7s are 14, and then this multiplication you will do simply 48 7s are, the answer that you will get is 336. 336, okay? It is in cm, so you have to give the unit as cm square, right? But guys, one more thing is there to correct, okay, and that is very essential. In some school they covered this topic or they covered this thing, but in some school they do not. But let me make my sum perfect, and to do so, you see, what was our initial assumption? We assumed that AC as 48, right? We assume that AC is 48, right? But now after getting the value of BD, you will immediately observe that for BD is of 14 centimeter. So BD is basically less than AC. BD is less than AC. So BD has to be your minor diagonal and AC has to be your major diagonal. Alright. Now guys, here we can correct our diagram, because what we assume our diagram, it is a part of entire process, right? We assume something initially and finally we will check whether our assumption was right or wrong. Now whatever answer we are having, that answer is perfect, that answer is right, but the assumption we need to correct. So to do so, what I will do, I'll simply shift the point A ahead of the one point next to it. So I will draw simply rough diagram over here. So the A will come here, then here is B, here is C, and here is D. And now the AC will become the major diagonal and BD will become the minor diagonal. So it will be a nice kind of gesture towards the maths and geometry, that you will do each and every sum with the perfect steps. These are the perfect steps, okay? So let's go for the next sum. Now in the next sum, that is the question number 4, okay, what they have given you, they have given you the length of one diagonal, okay, length of one diagonal. So again we have to assume something, no? So let's assume that d1 is equals to AC and that diagonal 1 is 30 centimeter. So this is our initial assumption, guys, okay? And as you know, as per the property of rhombus, the diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. So the AC will be divided into 15 and 15, 15 and 15, right? And what else they have given you? They have given you the area of rhombus, and that area of rhombus is how much? 240 square centimeter. So guys, देखो previous sum में they asked us to find the area, but in this sum they have given you the area. So this is a quite reversible process in the question number 3 and 4. Vice versa sum से ये, ठीक है? And they are asking us to find the perimeter, right? Guys, as we all know that we already use the formula of perimeter, that is the 4 into length of side. So to find the perimeter, we need the length of side. We need the length of side. And let's see how can we deal with this. we have the area already with us, so we will use the information that we have. Area of rhombus is equals to 1 by 2 into diagonal 1 into diagonal 2. Area is there, that is 240. 1 by 2, diagonal 1 is my AC and the diagonal 2 I have assumed as BD. Okay, now you can see the value of AC that I have assumed, the entire diagonal, the entire diagonal is 30, right? Now let's try to find 2 15s are 30, and then this 50 will go in the form of division on that side. So here 240 upon 15, and let's check what answer we will get. 15 2s are 30, and then oops, sorry, we cannot do that. Rather we need to do 15 1s are 15. Okay, then 14 minus 5 is 9, 15 6 are, so 16 will be your answer of the second diagonal. Alright, now again if you will see, our initial assumption, your AC was 30 and the BD is 16, right? So I will write this, AC is greater than BD, and that's why I need to change my diagram into this. Just see carefully what I'm doing. I need to shift my A point to the next point. So here it will come A, B, C, D, and now you can see the AC is a major diagonal which is holding the value 30, and BD is a minor diagonal which is holding the value 16. So in short, अपने को अभी दूसरा diagonal भी मिल चुका है. And now what we will do, let me copy this diagram. Okay, now I will show in here only. So now let's do in this diagram. Now my AC is 30, so this OC will become 15 and AO will also become 15, right? And my BD is 16 guys, BD is 16, तो BD का दो equal part हो जाएगा. This OB will become 8, OD will become 8, and OB will also become 8, right? Okay, and as we all know, these four triangles are right angle triangles. This thing we have already discussed, because these diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other, so they will make the 90-degree angle at the point of intersection, that is the O. Okay, so what we can do now, the same step that we have done before, we can apply the Pythagoras theorem in any one triangle. So let's say I am choosing the upper triangle DOA. So basically this is your DOA, alright, in the corrected diagram, this DO is your 8 and this OA is your 15. And you see guys, what is this AD? The unknown side AD is nothing but the length of side of rhombus, correct है? So अगर ये पाइथागोरस अप्लाई करके अपने को AD मिल गया तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, because that is what is required to find the perimeter. So we will apply the Pythagoras in this AOD and triangle. Sorry, I'm not writing the all statements, I'm just conceptually explaining you this thing. In triangle DOA, okay, major angle DOA is equals to 90 degree, and here we will write by Pythagoras theorem. As you all know, 90 degree के सामने वाला side, the opposite side of 90 degree is treated as hypotenuse. So I will write here AD square and remaining two sides, that is DO square plus OA square. Okay, and let's see what answer you are getting. 8 square, and here there is a 15 square, then 8 square is nothing but 64, 15 square is 225, and after addition, this is D, this is your D, AD. After the addition, what we will get? we'll get 289, and this is nothing but the square of 17, right? So here we will say taking square root on both side, right? So because of this thing, the square and square root will get cancelled. So here the value of AD will get as 17 centimeter, or whatever the unit they have mentioned. Now guys, once you will get the AD, right? What is your AD? AD is nothing but the length of side, right? So you will simply put this value, in this particular formula, right? And what answer you will get? The perimeter is equals to 4 into length of side. So perimeter is equals to 4 into 17. 17 4s are 68 centimeter. So I'll get the perimeter over here at 68 centimeter. So study these two sums. These are extremely important sums, and as I told you, there are two common steps we need to do in both the sums. One is the applying the Pythagoras theorem, right? And second is the making halves of the diagonals, right? Okay, so try by yourself.